What's up, guys? Gonna do a quick video on this, on the UFC 208 card, HOLM vs DE RANDAMIE. It's gonna be a post-fight review slash results video. So let's go ahead and get started here. So the first fight, we had Ryan LaFleur versus William Cornero. My pick here was LaFleur by decision. Of course, a lot of people saw that coming. Good win by decision. Pretty much I would say a pretty dominant performance from LaFleur. At some points, it looked like he had Cornero hurt on the feet a little bit. Overall, LaFleur pretty much just beat him up the whole fight, and yeah, good win for LaFleur there. Next fight, we had Rick Glenn versus Felipe Nover. My pick was Rick Glenn for by second round knockout. You guys see right there. He did win, of course, the fight, but he won by decision. There was just a lot of decisions in this card. I thought he would look a lot more better on the feet. He had a lot of control, as you can see there. That was from the clinch. He had him against the cage a lot, and some shots, but he didn't look as impressive as I thought he would. So kind of disappointed with his performance there. I thought he maybe would land a lot better, and obviously get that finish. But yeah, Glenn wasn't able to get it done. But either way, still got the win, and I mean that's always good. But another thing he struggled against, you guys can see there, 0 out of 11 for his takedowns. Glenn has horrible takedowns, and I mean either he has really horrible takedowns or Nover just has really good defense. Probably could be a little bit of both, but yeah. Next fight, Nick Lentz versus Islam Makhachev. I missed I want to say half of this fight, but pretty much it was just dominant performance from Makhachev. My pick here was Lentz by decision. Ended up losing that. Yeah, I really thought Lentz, being the veteran here and being a good grappler himself, would be able to grapple with Islam here, possibly maybe out scramble him. But yeah, it looked like Islam pretty much just dominated the whole fight. He had 5 out of 5 on his takedowns. He was able to take him down easily, land shots easily on the ground and whatnot, ground and pound. Pretty much just beat him up. I heard it was a boring fight, but oh yeah, just pretty much Islam's controlling him, beating him up. That Nick Lentz just really didn't do much. Pretty much Islam here is a mini Khabib, and I should have went with Islam here on my pick, but I mean, I went with my pick with Lentz here, and I thought he was a good underdog, but that he just didn't come through. Anyways, next one. So Wilson Hayes versus Uko Sasaki. My pick here was Wilson Hayes, third round submission. He had 2 submission attempts, and it looked like he almost had him in the second round. But yeah, couldn't get it done. But he was just beating him up, taking him down the lines. You can see by all those takedowns. He would take him down. It was hard for him to close the distance a little bit. Sasaki was getting some good striking off. Sasaki actually impressed me in this fight. I thought, he actually looked pretty good against a really solid fighter in Wilson Hayes. So I'm definitely not going to count out Sasaki the next time I really count him out in this fight. But yeah, he looked pretty good. So Sasaki really not too horrible. So keeping on Sasaki. But of course, Wilson Hayes got me that win. Wasn't by third round submission like my pick was, but either way, got that win. Next fight on the FS1 prelims right here on the featured fight, Randy Brown versus Bilal Muhammad. My pick was Randy Brown to win by second round knockout. So you guys can see right there, and yeah, that didn't work out. Looks like Muhammad's chin, was able to hold up against some of the shots, and yeah, Muhammad pretty much just took it to him. A lot of pressure. He was pressuring the whole time. Took him down, beat him up on the ground. When he was on top of Randy Brown, he really beat him up there. Pretty much Muhammad was just the better fighter here in this fight. I thought Randy Brown, with his potential, with his length, was going to be able to get this win here, but man, he let me down on this fight. So yeah, I was pretty sad about that, because I lost money because I had Randy Brown and Lentz on the same lineup, and with both of those guys lost on my DraftKings, I was like, oh shit, it's over. Didn't make it worse about the main event either, but I'll get to that right now. But yeah, overall good performance by Muhammad. I think he was coming in short notice too. But yeah, Muhammad, don't question his chin, and looks like he's still pretty durable. So that's all I got to say for that. All right, now for the main card, we have Poirier versus Jim Miller to kick off the pay-per-view. Of course, my pick here was Poirier, and I had him by second round knockout, as you guys can see there. He won by decision, but as you can see, he landed a lot of significant strikes, landed takedowns. He looked really good in the fight, man. Miller also didn't look horrible. Look at that. He landed 71 significant strikes, and he landed a takedown, and he had submission attempts. So Miller, don't really count this guy out, guys. This guy, you know, he's getting older and whatnot, but this guy's a veteran, and man, he had his chances to win in that fight. Poirier, he likes to brawl a lot. He was staying way too long in the pocket, but he just didn't fear Miller's power. That's why I guess he was in the pocket so much. Really doing like a nice, pretty much just brawling the whole time whenever he had Miller against the fence. Miller would have his chance there to clip him, man. I remember he clipped him one time, but it wasn't like he hella hurt him. You could tell just a good left hook it was that landed. But either way, it was a good showing by Poirier. Really showcased his striking, like I was saying. Like, this guy's gonna be the way better striker. Obviously, had way more power, and his wrestling, like I said, is always ever improving. His wrestling really showed also in this fight. Overall, was the best fight of the night. It was a really fun fight. You guys haven't watched it, check it out. I wouldn't suggest watching pretty much any of the other ones. This was the best fight of the night. Yeah, it was a good win for Poirier there. Next fight, we have Glover versus Cannonier. I had Glover here winning by I think it was second round submission. Yep, second round submission. Went to decision again. Like I said, really a lot of decisions here. You can see 30-26, very dominant performance from Glover. Pretty much when he stayed on the feet, Jared was hitting him pretty cleanly. He wobbled him at one point, and after that, Glover really just went to his wrestling. Everybody knows Glover has an underrated wrestling game and the ground game. And as you can see, look at all his control time. 14 minutes and 26 seconds. This guy almost pretty much controlled the whole 15 minutes of the fight here. So there was no way this guy was going to lose. Glover, like I said in my prediction video, I said he would take him down. He's just way too good on the ground. Cannonier has weak take on the fence. I mean, there was always a shot Jared can land and knock him out, but Glover was able to hang in there. Pretty much stick to his game plan, take him down, beat him up on the ground, go for submissions. And yeah, overall, still dominated the fight on the ground. So good win for Glover here, just to get back on track. On the next fight here, Jacare versus boetsch. Had, of course, Jacare winning the fight. I had him by, I think it was second round submission. Yeah, second round submission. He ended up getting him the first. Like I was saying, man, boetsch struggles against good submission fighters. I didn't think he was going to be able to get him out. I didn't think he was going to be able to get him out of there that fast. But of course, there's always a possibility when you got someone as good as Jacare on top of you. Pretty much, Jacare does what he does. Took him down. Later time on the ground, man. This guy has you on the ground for a short while. He's gonna more than likely tap you out. And yeah, he got that first round submission. I mean, and I think that was the first. That was the only finish on the whole card, guys. So yeah, Jacare got that win, submission. Give this guy a title shot. And yeah, not much else to say about that. All right, now for the co-main event: Anderson Silva versus Derek Brunson. Of course, one of my underdog picks. Obviously, the Spider Silva here. I had him winning by second round knockout. Ended up going to decision. A lot of people thought Brunson won. I really thought Silva won, not just because I picked him, but because he was the aggressor here. I wouldn't go by the stats here. First of all, he had really good takedown defense. His chin looked good. I didn't see him ever get wobbled in the fight. He was the aggressor. He was, he had the octagon control and whatnot. Brunson couldn't take him down hardly at all. He only had 2 takedowns on him. And as you can see, he barely had almost 4 minutes of top control, so that's barely anything. But yeah, I thought Silva won. I thought it should have been a 29-28, but I know someone gave him 30-27. I thought that was a little bit too crazy there, but yeah, 29-28 sounds good to me. Yeah, I just think Silva pretty much outstruck him. He was the aggressor. Derek Brunson was scared to stay on the feet with him. You could tell Brunson wasn't really that comfortable on the feet, and he landed some shots, but like I said, none of them ever hurt Silva. And yeah, pretty much I think Silva's aggressiveness was able to win in the fight. Let me know what you guys think about the fight. I'm pretty sure a lot of you picked Brunson, so you guys probably gonna be like, oh man, I had Brunson winning that. But I'm telling you right now, Silva was the aggressor. Brunson at one point was running away. He didn't want to get hit or anything. Pretty much Brunson was very, very passive. He wasn't aggressive, so I don't think he deserved the win. And his wrestling, which is his best asset next to his knockout power, he wasn't just able to use that really good either. Like I said, he wasn't able to take Silva down easily, as most people would have thought so. So Silva showed excellent take on the fence. Still showed he had excellent striking, and yeah, good win for Silva here. And now for the main event, HOLM versus Germaine the Randamie. As you can see, Randamie won by decision. I knew this fight was going to go a decision, but I thought HOLM would win, as you guys can see right there. I had Holm by decision. It was a very close fight. I thought Holm won, honestly, because I picked her. Plus, I thought they should have taken away points from the randomie after those, those cheap late shots after the bell. Holm had the clinch control. Significant strikes were close, as you can see there. Only a 3 strike difference in significant strikes. Also, I thought Holly was, attacking a little bit more, whereas the randomie was just pretty much countering the whole fight. I thought Randomie would come off a lot more aggressive, but she really did the Shevchenko game plan, the blueprint on how to beat Holly Holm. I just thought Germaine, being the very aggressive striker she is, she would actually go and attack, but she didn't. But yeah, I think Holly won the fight based on her obviously just using her footwork and countering at times and just throwing more shots, more output, even though she landed less. And also the clinch control was a big difference. I thought she would have won the fight just because she really had control of the randomie a lot of the time. But the judges saw it a different way, and well, it is what it is. But yeah, I thought Holly should have won. Germaine got the nod here, but that's alright. I think Germaine here is gonna get wrecked by Cyborg anyway. But if we look at the rounds here, Holm thought she won 3, 4, and 5. Third round was very close. Second round, Holly had that clinch control, which I would say won her the fight, or the round there. And the last round, again, clinch control, significant strikes are pretty good too. But yeah, Holly has, man, her takedowns are just not that good, man. I thought she would have way better takedowns. She went for 9 takedowns, was not able to complete 1, so I thought that was, that wasn't good, But overall, I thought Holly won the fight. Let me know what you guys think. Pretty sure a lot of people agree that Holly won the fight. I think when they were, during the pay-per-view, they were showing like the fan voting, and I think it was like 72% to like 28% for Germaine. I don't know, I thought she won the fight, but I mean, I guess you can make a case for Germaine because she landed the more shots, I guess, barely, and because she was, countering a lot and landed the bigger shots. But either way, that's all I really got to say though, guys. For this card, I ended up going 7 for 10, as you guys can see there. Holm, Brown, and Lentz had all 3 of them in the lineup. So damn, man, DraftKings, I lost a lot of money on DraftKings, so did not win this time on DraftKings, but I'm gonna have to bounce back on this next card. What else? Yeah, that's kind of it. But for my rating here on this card, I would give it like a 7 out of 10. Wasn't really that good. The best fight of the night, like I said, was a Poirier fight. Yeah, it was not really a good card, guys. 7 out of 10. I'm not gonna give it lower than that because I like the Silva win there. Jacare had that finish, and Glover, dominated. Poirier was a good fight. The Holm fight was kind of a letdown. Really thought it would be a lot more exciting than that, but yeah, 7 out of 10 on the whole card. And yeah, that's gonna be it, guys. So thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't, and stay tuned. I'll be doing my prediction videos on the Derek Lewis versus Travis Brown fight card later this week. So yeah, alright guys, so that's gonna be it. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.